In part 2 of this lesson, we're going to use one of these symbols, which is actually a particle, and turn things possessive. So we'll learn how to say my, yours, theirs, my father's, my mother's, etc., along with some descriptive words and colors in Japanese. So we're going to dive a little bit more into actual Japanese grammar today, and I'm going to teach you hopefully how to say some things you might want to say in Japanese. Let's just dive right into it. Like I mentioned in last lesson, the hiragana no is basically an apostrophe s when you put it after a word. So if I was to say the word for I and then the particle no, which is an apostrophe s, that turns the word I into my. So watashi, which means I, no, which is apostrophe s. Watashi no means my. Watashi no boshi, my hat. Watashi no te, my hand or hands. I feel like that's simple enough to understand. A noun that is followed by the particle no is now possessive. So, computer no means the computers. Computer no software, the computer's software. Computer no keyboard, the computer's keyboard. So now that you know how to say my, their, yours, his, all that stuff, what do you do with this information? Like, how does that help you speak Japanese? Kono kagi wa dare no desu ka? Kono means this or these. Kagi means key. Wa is the particle that we use when we're talking about the topic of a sentence. So we know that kagi, key, is the topic of the sentence. Dare means who. Dare is who, like somebody that's unknown. No is possessive, so dare no means whose. Who does this belong to? Whose. Desu ka makes that whole entire sentence a question. So kono kagi wa dare no desu ka means whose keys are these, or whose key is this. You could respond to that by saying watashi no desu, it is mine, or watashi no kagi desu, that is my key, or maybe otou-san no kagi desu. You could also use this to describe something of yours or something of somebody else's. Here's a couple words that you might use to describe something. Kitanai. Kitanai means dirty. Kusai. Kusai means smelly. Oki. Oki means big. I think we've already gone over this one before. Chisai. Chisai means small. Amai. Amai means sweet. Karai. Karai means spicy. Oishii. Oishii means tastes good. Mazui. Mazui means tastes bad. So basic colors, we have kuro, black. Shiro, white. Orenji, orange. Aka, red. Ao, blue. Chairo, brown. Kiro, yellow. Midori, green. Murasaki, purple. Pinku, pink. Now that's not every color in Japanese, but that's, a pretty good baseline for some colors for you to get started with color vocabulary. Now when we use colors as an adjective in Japanese, when we're describing something as being blue or as red, we would add I to the end of that word. So it's not aka for red, but it's akai. Akai boru, the red ball. Kuroi boshi, the black hat. Shiroi computer, the white computer. Now some of those colors we don't add an E sound to them because they either already have an E sound at the end or they just don't need one. And those sounds would be pink, purple, green, and orange. So pink, which is pinku, we would not say pinkui, we just say pinku. Green, which is midori, already ends in an E sound, so we don't add an extra one. Murasaki, which is purple, also ends in an E sound, murasaki, so we don't add an extra E sound for that. And orenji also ends in an E sound, so we don't add an E sound for that. So let's take some words that we've learned in past lessons, along with words that we learned just now, and form some sentences in Japanese. Watashi no pinku boshi wa ookii desu. My pink hat is big. Mise no ramen wa oishii desu. The store's ramen is good, tasty, delicious. Onii-san no gakkou wa kokko desu. My older brother's school is right here. Kono kutsu wa anata no desu ka? Are these shoes yours? Do these shoes belong to you? Kono kutsu wa anata no desu ka? A response to that could be, iie, watashi no kutsu wa chairo desu. Iie, watashi no kutsu wa chairo desu. No, my shoes are brown. Anata no ie wa ookii desu ka? Is your house big? So now that you're kind of familiar with how these sentences work when you're asking somebody, is this yours? No, mine is this. No, mine is that. You can plug and play with different nouns and different adjectives to make different sentences. So as long as you know this sentence structure, I think you're going to be able to make quite a few different sentences and understand a lot of what people are saying in Japanese. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on Patreon and I will get back to you as soon as I see it, as soon as I have an answer for you. If not, no worries. Don't forget, I do have these awesome t-shirts that we just made. They're available on the Vavilon Clothing website. If you want to check it out, I will put a link in the description. You can get $10 off on these shirts if you are a Patreon supporter. Like I said, my Patreon is $10 a month. You get $10 off on the shirt. It's kind of a wash. If you wanted to check out the Patreon but don't want to spend money on it, if you're planning on getting a shirt, might as well check out the Patreon because you'll get it $10 off and it's $10 for the Patreon. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great night. I can't reach my camera from over here, but just imagine me smacking the camera when I say goodbye.